Hello guys, Board Game here, and today we are going to do an unboxing video of Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion is a standalone game set in Gloomhaven universe. It has its own story, it follows its own story. It's a standalone game, but it can also be used as an expansion to the base game. Now, what is Gloomhaven? Gloomhaven is a story-driven campaign game, and it takes a lot of time and commitment to fully enjoy the game, as you will be progressing throughout the game, unlocking boxes, unlocking more content. So it's a semi-legacy type game. Now, Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion follows that format, but in a way that it brings the game to more people, as they made it more accessible. It can be called as a gateway to Gloomhaven. Looking at the back here, you will see 4 characters that is available to you when you open the box. So if you can see here, it will include 2 scenario books including 25 scenarios, learn as you play guide and rulebook, 4 playable miniatures, each with their own decks and character sheets, 16 unique monsters, city map stickers, 20 event cards, 100 tokens, and extra content that you will reveal as you play. Okay, let's find some time to appreciate this cover art. I really like the cover art that they did for the Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. I think I like this better than the one in the base game. Okay, so let's open the box and look at the contents. First thing you will see here is a welcome note. Welcome to Gloomhaven. Stop! Read this before you do anything else. So you have to read this before you do any of the setup here. So that's what we are going to do so we don't miss anything. So this just warns you that there are more stuff in the game that is not revealed. I'm not sure if we are going to follow this now because we are just going to do an unboxing. So let's just continue. So we have the learn to play guide. This is thick. This is 31 pages long, including the credits and other pages. So this is just the learn to play, and it's already 31 page. So I hope this is as good as the rulebook in the base game, because the rulebook from the Gloomhaven base game is really nice. I didn't really need to read it from start to end because they have this glossary, this index that you can just jump through pages, and it's full of illustrations and samples. So you have this, like in this rulebook, I think they follow the same format. Okay, next we have the glossary. This is what I'm talking about, the glossary, the index, or whatever. They explain each in alphabetical order. So if you want to learn about area effect, sometimes it points you to a rule, to a page in a rule book. So if you want to level your character, so this is very informative. That's nice. Appendix. Okay, that's full of illustration. That is nice. Next, what is this? This is a supplemental scenario book. One thing that changed in this game, which also a big change, is that they did not include any map tile anymore. So you don't have to build your map with a physical tile set or cardboard tiles. You can now just use the scenario book, and you can build a map by just, let me show you, by just doing something like this, just flipping the pages. You already have a map to play in, which is very nice. And sometimes if the map is not enough, you can continue it with this, like that. This is the supplemental book, like that. So that is really nice. People are looking for this if they're going to also develop something for the base game. And I think Isaac is already thinking about it. Isaac, the designer, has already mentioned about doing this for the base game in the recent Frosthaven Kickstarter. So yeah, these are the map that you can play in scenario. And one thing I noticed is that the map is much darker now. The colors, it's desaturated, so it gives this darker feel than the one in the base game. And the one in the base game as well, it looks repetitive. The colors and the map tiles. This one they had that opportunity to make it more unique for each scenario. So that's what people liked, and I like that as well. As usual with Gloomhaven, they included stickers here, location stickers that you will put on the board. That's just a marker to to tell you which area is available for you to take. And here we have the tokens. So we have the coin tokens here and the damage tokens. This one are the traps. We have this is for the terrain. This is the terrain for the map, and this is the trap. We have condition tokens here. Disarm, stun, strengthen, and any condition that is in the game. Then we have an elemental tokens here. This will move a lot during the game, depending on the skill that the players are using, and even the monsters. This one, so these are the monsters that is included in the game. It's back to back, double-sided. A couple more monsters, but you will see here, this is the board for the elementals that I showed you earlier. Let's take a look at the cardboard quality that they have here. It's very nice, strong quality material. So yeah, I like the quality that they used for this one that they had. For the monster token, I think this is much more stronger, or maybe the same as the base game quality, but that is good quality. And then we have some, I think this is new. This is also a terrain for the board, but this is not, I didn't see this in the base game. What else? We have Red Guard Hatchet. I don't know the use of this. It's like the name of the heroes. I think so, but I'm not sure. We have new tokens here as well. I don't know the name of these tokens. Exclamation point with the blue background. And then, oh, wow. I love the art. Wow, that's nice. I can frame this and put it on my wall. This is really good. I love the art on this one. Sorry, I got carried away, but wow. In board games, one of the things that I look for is really a good art, and this one fits that criteria. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to the other components. This is really surprising. I love this. Okay, let's talk a little bit about it. The board is a little bit shiny and it's smooth. I think you can also, maybe you can use a marker here, whiteboard marker, and it can be erased easily. But the stickers will be placed here. It's divided into grid. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has a grid there, and that corresponds to the number here. A1 is this, and that's how they will instruct you to place stickers. So let's say if they say put stickers in B2, you will be placing it in this spot. So that's how it works. Next we have, oh, we actually have a nice insert here. I hope this is useful because the one in the base game is really useless. I just threw it away. We have 3 of this health tracker and experience tracker, but I just wish that they improved on this, because this is very large and it's unnecessarily large. You can have like a simple circle here and a simple circle for the experience, so that you can place the health here, place the experience there, so you don't have to deal with this large thing. But that's okay. They have 4 of these. They have cards for the monsters. They also included some free zip bags. I love when publishers include that. But I'm not gonna open that now. Set this aside. Set the card aside for now. I'll look at that later. These are the characters, and these are their miniatures. Let's see later the 6 main miniatures. Okay, these are the city events. As you adventure in the in Gloomhaven, you will have events. There is road event and city events. City events, you only get it inside the Gloomhaven. Road events, you get it when you're on the road. So these are the standees for the monsters, because they are not miniatures. So what you do here is each monster standee has their number, and you just put them there, and you can then put them on the board easily like that. Yellows are elite, whites are normal. Okay, let's take a look at what else in here. We have encounter events. I don't know the use of this. Maybe this is just a divider. Unavailable items and monster attack modifier. So maybe this is just a divider for organization. And then these are for the monsters. Monster type. You put the card here of each enemy. These enemies, I'm not really reading it, but I'm just showing it to you. We have elites. Yellows are elite. Some red, and then the way it works is you just place it there. If it's level 1, this is the level. Level 1, level 0. So if it's level 1, you just put it like that. So all information that is for the level 1 will only be will be the only one visible to you, so you don't get confused. And this is for the each monster. As I said earlier, each monster standee will have a number, and it will correspond to this. So if the number 1 monster got damaged, you just put the damage here. That's for tracking purposes. Okay, so we have more cards here. These are modifier decks, modifier card. So it is just 1 plus 1 plus 0. This is basically your dice roll and also the monster's dice roll. So whenever you attack, you draw from this deck. So each player will have their own, and they can improve their own deck by leveling up. So this is for the monster. As you can see, there's M here. That's for the monster. They also have their own deck. And these are the common ones. That this is the blessing. It raises your critical chance. And this is a curse. It increases your miss chance to miss. So that's the common ones. Maybe later I can show you when I open up a character. But for now, let's take a look at the items. They have a small deck of items here, unlike in the base game. And this is for the, I think this is, I don't know what it's called, maybe goals. So this is given to players at the beginning of the scenario, so that they will have their goal while playing. So if you are a challenger, this is your goal: never leave a hex adjacent to a monster, and you will get 1 check mark after that scenario if you complete that scenario successfully. And check marks are used to upgrade your modifier deck, so that is useful. So these are the items. Maybe let's have a look. Yeah, so maybe it's a little spoiler, but let's just take a quick look at it. Eagle Eye Goggles is already in the base game. We have Iron Helmet in the base game. Weathered Boots, I haven't unlocked this one in the base game. Throwing Hammer, Power Potion. So I guess they just used most of the items in the base game. And that is okay. These are the behaviors or the actions of the monsters. We have Toxic Frenzy, Ground Pound, Septic Hex, Booming Scream. So I don't remember if there's a name in the base game of Gloomhaven. I haven't played it in a long time. But if there, I think, yeah, it helps your imagination just reading the action of the monster. So what we have here are the characters. So we have 4 characters. These are everything you need for that character. And then this is their miniatures. We have 4. And then this one with the red wax icon, ABCD. You don't open that yet. Okay, why don't we take a look at all of the characters? Alright, so here are the 4 characters that is available to you. That's already unlocked. So let's take a look at them one by one. This one seems interesting. Let's look at this axe or hatchet man. So you will have a miniature. You will have the components here with their corresponding icons. So it's okay to open this. I saw in the rulebook. So what you will see in a character box are the following. So you have these cards. This is new. This is not in the base game, but this is like a hidden cards that you will unlock during the game. So halt. Do not do anything about that. So without those hidden cards, these are the items that you will see inside the characters box. This is their character card or character board. This one is hatchet. This is gonna be their miniature. This is a good reference for painting them. This is their heart. This is their health, and I think this is their level and their health, and then their condition will be here. This is their stamina. health, and also their maximum hand limit. Okay, so that's one. Then you will have their own deck. You also have a reference, which is nice. So each player will have their own references. And then this is their player card. So its color is blue. Each character will have their own card back and card color. So it's unique. Each character is unique. This is your modifier deck when you start the game. And as you level up, you can get one from this and add it to your modifier deck. It's even written here. I just did not read. These cards are added to your attack modifier deck as your character becomes more powerful. So you don't need them now, so don't touch it. And this one, this is a upgraded cards for your character. When you level up, you can get cards from here and add it to your deck. So that is really nice. They did that now, so to prevent you from spoiling yourself when you look at those cards accidentally. Okay, so each character will have their own character sheet, and there are like maybe 5 for each character. And this is the perks that I told you about earlier. The check marks will be used here. So when you check one of the perks here, you will gain the benefit immediately. You will record the checks here, and every time you get 3, you can gain a perk. And then you put XP here, gold items, and the name and the level. Alright, so that is for a character. They also have their own like a marker token for each character. So that is for the hatchet character. Let's take a look at his miniature. I'm a miniature guy, so I'm excited for this. I hope it's good quality. Let's see. Oh, it is good quality. There are just some smooth area, not really detailed area, but I guess that's fine, and it's made of strong plastic material, and it's nice. I like this one. I like this character. I like the pose. Okay, so that is Hatchet. Next, let's look at this one with a chain. Okay, so let's take a look at this character. No more explanation, just take a look at its components. So this one is a red guard. Looks like a red, like a fire ant. So it's sticking to each other, so make sure you shuffle their decks before you use them. One thing is noticeable is this blue outline here. One adjacent enemy suffers 2 damage. These are the basic cards, maybe for the learn to play. It just explains you the basics. Okay, then let's take a look at its miniature. So this is the red guard miniature. It's quite small. And I like the armor. The armor is detailed. You can see. Yeah, it has a tail here. I think that's it's a Valrat. Okay, now that's the red guard. Let's take a look at this one with the scepter. This is the main character. This is Void Warden. I think that's a human. There's a background, by the way. So that's a human Void Warden. And their background is here. I just didn't see the other ones. So this is the miniature. Oh, it doesn't look like the one in the character board. The face looks like a derp or something. Cannot show you very well, but yeah. It's holding a book with I think this is a staff. Maybe that's too close. So yeah, that's the Void Warden miniature. Let's take a look at the last one. This one with the heart icon and a bomb. This is the character itself. It's a Quatril Demolitionist, and this is the background. And let's take a look at the miniatures. Just the miniature. Oh, it's small, very small. It's a very small miniature. So those are all the characters in the Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. You can unlock 4 more, and I'm not sure where we can get their components, but we'll find out as we play the game. Okay guys, so that is everything you can see inside Jaws of the Lion, Gloomhaven. Well, not everything, some of them are hidden, but you know what I mean. So again, this is the Board Game Hero. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.